Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time back. Good friend of the channel and CEO of Hemlane. How you doing, Dana?
I'm great. Thanks for having me again.
It is the holiday season, and something I am often asked, and I just love your opinion on, is should I buy a Christmas gift for my tenants? What do you think?
So I know a lot of landlords who do.
Yeah.
I know a lot of landlords who don't. There's pros and cons to it. The one thing I would say is ask yourself this question. If you give the tenants a gift this year, are you willing to, no matter what the situation is, if they suddenly become more difficult, put in more repair requests, whatever it may be, are you willing next year to, and when I say put in more repair requests, ones that you think are unreasonable, something like that as an example, would you be willing next year to also give them a gift? Because consistency is key here. You can't just like give them a gift this year and then suddenly next year they're going to expect a gift if it's like an Amazon gift card or something. And then next year suddenly decide, oh, I'm not going to give them an Amazon gift card this year. So I think consistency is key. So ask yourself that. And you also have to do it across all your tenants. If tenants talk, or even if they don't talk, it's better to run a business where it's professional. And if you're giving one tenant a gift card or a gift, then you have to do it consistently across them all. So that's one thing to think about. The second I would say is professional relationship. So when you think about the gifts, it's not like, oh, here's a photo album for you to put photos of your kids. That is too personal. Think of it as sort of like an employee gift, right? What would you give them? Set those expectations. What's going to be the budget for it every year, and have a plan in place where it is professional. It's something that, is about them. I've seen gifts that are just gift certificates for stores. I've also seen gifts that are household cleaning products or something, which is, I think, a little bit more for you than for them, or you're signaling that. But from that perspective, be consistent and also be professional. What am I missing there, Michael? Do you give your gifts, tenants gifts?
So that's it. So do I give my tenants gifts? No. Right. Because again, right, if you give one, you give all, is kind of the mantra. However, I do reward tenants in December that paid rent every month. Right. As part of the lease, basically, we go to them in December and say, thank you very much. You have paid rent on time. And again, this is in the lease, right? It's a reward. We would, is there something in your unit that you would like done? We painted bedrooms before, we replaced carpet before, we've got a new sink one time because their pans didn't fit or something. So yeah, I reward. I don't call them gifts. I don't want to set that precedent, but I do reward behavior in December for basically rewarding behavior I want. So I incent behavior I want.
Now, Michael, question about that. What happens if they themselves, like it was a new carpet 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago, because carpet should last 5 years. Let's just say a year ago you put it in, and then they said, oh, I'd love the carpet replaced, and you go there and it's all stained and terrible. I mean, they paid rent on time, so are you going to reward them for that?
Yeah, so I think we put a cap at $250 or $200 or something of that nature.
Okay.
I think it's $250, I think. And basically I wouldn't care, right? A remnant, a room, a 10 by 12. It's nothing. It's nothing to put in, right? You just get a remnant, you're good to go. But yeah, again, I reward behavior I want. If I had to replace the same carpet in the same room because that's their dog room or whatever every year.
Yeah.
Hey, rent shows up on time, rent increase happens, they pay. I wouldn't sweat it.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love the consistency there. And then it also makes it easy. I think sometimes landlords overcomplicate things.
Oh, yeah.
And it just makes it easy to think about it that way and have that budgeted in.
Yeah. And again, folks, a lot of you are coming into this. You have zero today. You get your first one. They're the client, right? They're your client. So I know a lot of landlords that like to give gifts the first year, and they do talk, that becomes a precedent. Then you get to your fourth or fifth unit, you're like, damn, I'm spending $2,000 now. That's why I reward behavior I want. It just happens to land in December. So that's kind of, and then, oh, by the way, I get to get that last little bit of repairs done in December, which obviously helps my taxes.
Yep.
In 22. It's kind of like a double win for me. So That's what I do. So no, I do not call them gifts. I take great care in not calling them gifts.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That's great.
Very cool. So Dana, how can people find you and actually check out this amazing 30-day trial?
Yeah. So if you want better communications with your tenants, if you want property management with support with repair requests, like Michael said, someone to help coordinate that painting or coordination of installing the carpet, you can go to www.hemlane.com.
Folks, and a lot of you are going to have some time off, maybe between Christmas and New Year's, and you want to be a landlord, you don't have anything yet, take the trial, get the PDF in the free course or the videos in the paid course, and practice being a landlord. Take those 7 days, practice being a landlord. If you don't, you're missing out. Thanks, Dana.
Thanks so much for having me.
Mm-hmm.